have something special. I don't know, I understood from going to the dinner dance for the fundraiser for hospice how many people are working behind the scenes to make this happen. And we always have our, I didn't write down, oh, Lotus Wings is supporting us today, and we always have another group. But, I mean, we know Leanne has been working with us for 4 years, and so I was so impressed with all the people. They're doing all sorts of things. And I have 5 blogs, and so I have a lot of blog buddies, I call them. And there's a woman named Sue. Wow. Yes. So we've never met. She does the most beautiful outdoor photos. She's a positive, amazing person. And then I did a post about your idea about our teacups and how we were getting donations of teacups. And so my friend Susan said her late daughter collected teacups. And so she sent these teacups as a donation for us to be using. And she sent me a little piece that she wanted me to read. So I'll put up, this is her daughter.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Isn't she beautiful? That's her wedding picture, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Leanne Allward, and she was born in 1974, and she died in 2003.
Ooh.
Yes.
Young.
Very young, for sure. And so I just wanted to dedicate this time, and I am taping this because I wanted Susan to, I know we can feel how much it means, you know, both the giving and the receiving, and sometimes it's really important to learn to receive. And so she sent me a message and said, you know, please use anything that would help you. Leanne was a child at a very young age that accepted death. Her grandparents owned a beef and pork farm, so death was a common occurrence. And she saw both small and large animals lose their lives. So she was comfortable with the realities of living and dying. She was the second child born of 4 daughters, and we were blessed with the gift of her life for 28 years. She was always a quiet baby and very popular in her school years, but worked hard for her accomplishments. We were fortunate to have seen her as a bride. She always said it was her day to be a princess. Leanne loved children, was always drawn to her younger sister or baby cousins, and of course dreamed of having her own, but it was not to be. She worked 2 jobs as an early childhood educator and was looking forward to studying for her Montessori school teaching certificate the following summer at Sheridan College. On November 9th, 2003, she suffered severe head trauma from a horseback riding accident, and on November 13th, our dear Lord came and took another daughter home. Leanne was not successful in being an organ donor, but she did restore sight for 2 blind men and helped to regenerate skin for severe burn patients. Leanne was always so kind and thoughtful. She loved spending time with her grandmother Elsie, as well as the young children in the family. We know she would be proud to share her pretty little china cups, giving moments of pleasure to those who participate in Dignity House Day Hospice. Thank you sincerely, her mom, Susan Oling.
Wow.
Isn't that
special?
So I opened up the first 2, I think, because I wanted to make sure they were okay. And so I thought maybe we could each take one and open it up and we can display them on the table. She talks very much about Susan, the mother. You know, it's hard losing your child. And she talks a lot about signs, and I know I've had signs from my late parents. And she said, Leanne's dearest friend Laura, a young lady who worked with Leanne for many years, she was visiting Leanne's grave in January, and what comes fluttering onto her stone was a yellow butterfly. A butterfly in January. Laura spoke to it for a few minutes, then it flew up over their heads and circled and then flew off. Laura was introducing her fiancé to Leanne and was in shock to see this gorgeous little butterfly. Most of my direct encounters have been through my dreams, but I also remember my first Mother's Day after our loss. I was down near the lake and my daughter Laura had started a special wildflower garden in memory of Leanne. Then a gorgeous little blue butterfly showed up and fluttered around and landed on my foot, just sitting there for the longest time. I know that was her saying hello and Happy Mother's Day.
Woo!
Yes!
Cheers? No?
Isn't it great? Yeah.
Maybe we could.
I thought if everybody just wanted to hurry around. See if we can match them. I have no idea how many there are.
You can manage
You want to take those in the plate? Oh, paper. Lots of paper.
this. Oh, okay.